I suppose I really could just cut to the chase and share my feelings on last night's episode of The Masked Singer. But honestly, I might as well just do my low, my high, my act of kindness first. Quite simply because you guys already know what my high is going to be. But for those of you who are actually still going to try and guess this, my low is yesterday's episode of The Masked. Like, this was the last time we're going to see The Masked Singer until the fall. I'm sad. But my high is I saw quite possibly, you know what? I'll say right now, in a lot of ways, and I do mean a lot of ways, this was better than the season 8 finale. And I thought the season 8 finale was the standard with which every season finale should go by. So that should tell you what kind of show you're in for, folks. And now we have to get to my act of kindness. Well, update, I got the reservation for Libs. Yes! I got the reservation for Libs. Holy cow, I was panicking this whole day, like, am I really going to miss out on the reservation just because I didn't call the phone time? But no, because I was about to go see someone, and I had some time before I saw them. So, at around just a little bit before 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I made the call to Libs. And I'm thinking, okay, it's ringing. Hello, Libs, 7 o'clock, I can help you. I'm thinking, yes! Oh my god, I'm actually going to do this. Okay, so I made the reservation for Friday evening at 6 o'clock for a table of 6. Because it's going to be myself, my mom and my dad, both my grandparents, and my cousin is going to be driving them. So 6. So Friday, oh my god, it's the 6th day of the week at 6 o'clock for 6. Oh my god, it's the hour of the beast! Okay, I'm only kidding. But we actually have to get to that by tomorrow. Happy Thursday, everyone. Let's talk about the Masked Singer season finale, because there are... You know what? I'm just going to say it. It was perfect. I, for the life of me, cannot think of one flaw this episode had. Like, it hit all the beats beautifully, with pinpoint accuracy. You could not have picked a better finale. Like, to put things into perspective, if this was the first season of The Masked Singer you've ever seen, then I envy you. Because this was a great season, for sure. Well, technically there were 4 performances, but 2 performers. So, a finale with 2 of the greatest performers I think The Masked Singer's ever had going at it. Putting forth their best effort. In fact, you know what? I went in thinking that Medusa's going to cakewalk her way out of there. No. I truly do believe on a different day, the macaw wins. Which kind of, yeah, Medusa won. But I thought it was going to be much more handily. This was about as evenly matched of a finale as you could hope for. Much like the season 8 finale was. And with everything Medusa went through, the fact that she was there on the premiere. She got nearly eliminated by the California role, saved by the judges, fought her way back. She officially has the greatest comeback story in Masked Singer history. Right now. And quite possibly forever. But I do not ever want to say that the macaw was bad, because he was not. In fact, his performances of Hold Back the River by James Bay and then All By Myself by Eric Carmen were absolutely beautiful. And then there was the fact that he was unmasked. By the way, a theme to this video that you're about to see is I've heard the names of people, the names of songs, or just terms in general that I haven't heard since high school. Like, this was taking me back. And I know I made no secret that high school for me really wasn't that great. But this was taking me back in a way like it was evoking like some good memories. And you'll see why in a few minutes. So, let's get to who the macaw wound up being. And honestly, I should have guessed who this, like, you know when the person's unmasked and then like the clues really, really make sense? I really should have known it was this person because one of the clues was that they were a runner-up. And it turns out that they were a runner-up on American Idol. It was none other than David Archuleta. Which, okay, funny story. I had no, because I kind of gave up on watching Idol when on season 1 the person I wanted to win didn't. Sorry, Miss Clarkson. Ooh, I am for real. Okay, so I didn't really pay attention to Idol. And I had no idea who David Archuleta was. The way I learned who he was, believe it or not, watching iCarly. Yes, iCarly, starring Miranda Cosgrove. The show on Nickelodeon that's, you know what, is doing essentially what I'm doing right now, but on like steroids, I guess. In terms of making videos, that is. And David Archuleta guest starred on that show. And I don't remember much about his performance other than he was very good. So him being the macaw really was, in a way, like this was my way of hearing David Archuleta sing for the very first time. Meanwhile, you have everyone else there who knows who David Archuleta is. And I thought, like seriously, before I continue, if at any point during the last 10 minutes of this episode, provided you're watching, it didn't make you feel feels, then I do not know how to help you. Because when David Archuleta was unmasked, he was talking about how, because he just recently opened up to the LGBTQIA community. Way to go. We are Pride allies here. You know, I'm cool with that. Always cool with that. Always been cool with that. Although, that reminds me, Pride Month is coming up. And I always say I'm going to do a great job trying to celebrate Pride Month, but I always do a horrible job at it. But no, you have an ally, okay? Anyway, so when David Archuleta came out as queer, and he grew up in a very religious household, much like myself, of course, he legitimately thought, like, if I accept myself being queer, maybe I shouldn't live at all. And as someone who's contemplated suicide himself, it spoke to me. I mean, Ken Jeong literally said that when his wife was in the hospital on bed rest, not knowing if their 2 children would make it, they were watching season 7 of American Idol, and that was the season David Archuleta was on. And his performance has always moved him to tears. So, to Mr. Archuleta, you forever and always will have respect for me. You are awesome. Do not ever forget that. And there is absolutely no shame in coming in second on either Idol or The Masked Singer. Because as far as I'm concerned, you're not just a great singer. You're just a big damn hero. That's what you are, man. He's never going to see this. But if he ever does, he'll see that part, he's going to be like, thank you. That's what I hope happens. Okay. And now we have to get to Medusa, who, obviously I made no secret that I thought Medusa was going to win the whole thing. And she did. But her performances, first Elastic Heart by Sia, and then her finale, her final, like these song that's going like, okay, this is my most powerful step forward. If I do not nail this song, then the Macaw wins. Honestly, keep on, the Macaw pretty much did the same thing with All By Myself, by the way. But the Medusa for her final performance did welcome, actually before I continue, at the end of the show, after he was unmasked, David Archuleta did, never mind. Well, he did Hold Back the River by James Bay, but then the Medusa, I'm getting confused, I'm so sorry. Because I want to make sure, because I got my notes on here, I want to make sure I got everything right. So, for her final performance, the Medusa did Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance. Which, again, that's a song that I haven't heard since high school. Specifically in 2006, which honestly, like, my sophomore year of high school was easily the worst time during my time in the Horsehead School District, from middle school to when I graduated. Just because, like, everything that could have gone wrong did. And whether I realized it or not, I would hear music like Welcome to the Black Parade by My Chemical Romance, or maybe even Creep from Radiohead. Like, these are songs that for whatever reason just spoke to me. And needless to say, Welcome to the Black Parade was Medusa's easily her best performance. So, she wound up winning. And it wound up being Bishop Briggs. And after she was unmasked, she did her signature song, River, as her encore performance, as the artist formerly known as Medusa. Which, yeah. Miss Briggs, if I was wearing a hat at this moment in time, I'd be tipping it off to you. Because you've earned hoisting up that Golden Mask trophy. For sure. You were a legend going in. You're an even greater legend going out. And quite frankly, if you were not a fan of Bishop Briggs, and here was the coolest thing about this finale. Both David Archuleta and Bishop Briggs were such great sports. Like, after David Archuleta was unmasked, he was saying his words, and he gave his congratulations to Medusa. And then, like, Bishop Briggs reciprocated by saying, by pretty much saying my most worthy opponent in the Macaw, David Archuleta just sitting there. And this episode had everything. It legit had everything. From, good sportsmanship, fantastic performances, two of the greatest unmaskings, and then post unmasking sort of speech that the performers have. So, was this better than season 8? Yeah, I'll say it was. Plus, at one point during the episode, Ken Jeong is like, this is the greatest season finale we've ever had. And since Ken Jeong is a judge on the show, and therefore has more authority on there than I do, therefore we go by his word. So there you go. Ken Jeong, you will never be allowed to sit your ass down in my heart. Seriously, if I was ever on The Masked Singer, I would totally say that when I won the whole thing. Yes, I really think I could win the whole thing. Oh, come on. They're never going to ask me to be on the show. You kidding me? Like, I'm better off trying to get struck by lightning than them asking me to be on The Masked Singer. Although I'll never forget when The Masked Singer first started airing on Fox. I'm like, who could be The Masked Singer? It could be me. Woo. That joke will never get old. So, yeah. We now have 8 days until I go back to Keuka Lake, and so far, everything that's been happening in terms of how eventful these last couple days are has, for the most part, come to fruition. There may be a little bit of a reprieve today. I'm not entirely sure on that. There's still a few things that, I gotta think over, in terms of what the plan is. I'm probably gonna be seeing my nephews this afternoon. Probably gonna be doing a few things as well. So we'll have to see. We'll have to wait and see how this day goes. But to everyone involved with The Masked Singer, to both Bishop Briggs and David Archuleta for giving us the greatest season finale we ever had, to host Nick Cannon, to judges Robin Thicke, Jamie McCarthy-Wahlberg, Ken Jeong, and Nicole Scherzinger, which, by the way, actually guessed David Archuleta was the McCall and guessed that Bishop Briggs was Medusa. So, Detective Scherz, well done. Thank you and actually all the people who work on that show, thank you. You gave us a wonderful season 9 finale, and the piece that is the star. It's like the ice cream on this already delicious cake. They already gave like a very tiny little promo for the fact that The Masked Singer this fall is taking it to 10. Oh yeah, season 10's coming in fall, baby. I can't wait. Like, I'm gonna be there ready to go. I can't imagine what's gonna happen next, but I'm excited. So I hope y'all like this video, and if you did, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, follow me on social media. As always, I am very humbled I made this video for all of you guys to watch and enjoy for today. I hope we have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And remember, if any of you guys want to talk to Jen, I was going to be here to let you know. Always have your back. Take care and make good choices. 607 all day, baby.